Hi everyone, I'm here for our Monday 10-minute chair yoga. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable in whatever chair you're seated in. We have 4 poses today that we're going to do together. The first 2 involve being in your chair. The second 2 we're going to get down on the floor, so you can put a mat out if you want to. Otherwise, getting comfortable, sitting up nice and tall through the crown of the head. You're going to take your right hand or your left if you're left-handed and just place it over top of your belly button. So closing your eyes, think about breathing deeply into the belly button, expanding, exhale, squeeze the belly button towards the spine, empty the lungs. I'm going to take 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale, exhale, all the air comes out of the lungs. Once more, all together. And exhale. Keeping the eyes closed, move the hand up on top of the heart. We're going to take 3 breaths into the heart space together. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing belly button to spine, emptying out all the air. And again, inhale, filling up that heart space, expanding the ribs. Exhale, release, shoulders fall away. 1 more big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, all the air out. Moving the hand up in front of the face, just a couple of inches past the nose. We're going to take 3 big breaths here. Inhale, just like the last 2. Exhale, out through the nose. See if you can feel the air on your palm. 2 more just like that. We're working on finding our anchor breath. So 1 more all together. Inhale and exhale. Now take a minute. Think about where your breath felt the strongest. And then take your palm either back to your belly, your heart, or in front of your face. We're going to take 2 more breaths with your anchor. Inhale, filling up. Imagining that place where your palm is as your anchor, really grounding you into the moment. Exhale to empty the lungs. Once more, filling up into your anchor. Exhale, heavy in your chair. Opening the eyes, we're going to come into child's pose. So you've done this on the floor. You're folding over the front, bringing the elbows to the knees, and just bringing the head into the palms. Staying here, continuing to breathe. If I come out of these poses, it's just so I can look at you and so my voice gets picked up more clearly. I'm going to take a couple more breaths here. If this feels really intense for you, you have the option to put your hands on your knees, just let your head hang forward. Or if this doesn't feel like much for you, you have the option to fold all the way forward. Let the arms hang down towards the floor. Just a couple of breaths here together. Inhale, expanding the back body. Exhale, squeeze belly button to spine. Empty out the lungs a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. As always, if you hear your phone go off, if you're an emergency responder, please feel free to answer it. If you're not, we're 4 minutes into our practice. We've got 6 minutes left. I encourage you to focus on your breathing. 2 more breaths together. Exhale. Maybe fold a little deeper. Last breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly rise back up to seated. We're going to make our way down onto the floor. Just going to tilt my camera so you can see a little bit better. We're going to take some sort of restorative forward bend. So whatever's most comfortable for you. You can kneel, you can sit cross-legged, or you can spread your arms out wide on either side of your chair, and then bringing your arms up onto the chair. This is interesting. I've never taught this to a camera before. You're just going to allow the upper body to round forward and possibly bring your forehead to resting on the chair. If that's not comfortable, you can bring your hands back and rest your hand or rest your head on your hands. So I would recommend taking the fold kneeling. If that's not comfortable on your knees, absolutely take the folds in cross-legged. Or if you'd like a little bit more stretch through the hips and the hamstrings, if you know you have some flexibility, then feel free to take the wide-legged forward fold with me. We're going to take 5 breaths together. I'm going to count the breaths as I come into a fold as well. Exhale, sinking heavy. That was 1. 2. 3. Heavy through the spine, heavy through the head. 4. 1 more. And 5. Emptying the lungs. Walking the hands towards you, coming back up. Now for this last pose on the floor, we're going to bring the lower half of the legs up onto the chair. So just like this, and you're going to bring your back onto the floor. We're going to stay here for 10 breaths together. So you'll probably see my shins. I'll be out of the frame. So you get comfortable as you need. If you need pillows underneath your lower back or anything like that, please feel free. As you make your way down onto the floor, feel free to hold on to the arms of your chair and work your way down the legs of the chair until you come lying flat. Take a moment, get comfortable. Let your arms open up to the sides, relaxing on the floor, palms face up. 10 breaths together, just hanging out here. Finding the rhythm of your own breath. I'm going to leave a little bit of space for silence here. Listening to your own inhales and your own exhales. As we breathe here, see if you can notice what it is your body needs more of. Maybe what it is you need more of. Whether it's encouragement, rest, motivation. I encourage you to give you the opportunity to take what you need, carving out 10 minutes for yourself in a day to let yourself feel and fill up on whatever it is you need. 2 more breaths here. Wiggle the fingers, take a hold of the chair legs or your hips, coming up onto elbows and bringing the feet down to the floor. We're going to come back up to seated in the chair. I'm just going to tilt my camera so you can see me. We've got one more little breath exercise we're going to do. I've taken these from a deck of cards that my mom actually had for chair yoga, and I selected a pose for focus called Healing Thoughts. I'm going to read right off of this card. I'm hoping that it brings a little bit of calmness to you guys as we breathe here. So if you're able to, my feet don't reach the floor from this chair, but if you're able to, plant your feet flat on the floor. Inhale your shoulders up towards your ears and down the back, maybe resting the arms on the arms of the chair or palms flat on the lap. We're just going to spend about a minute here, closing the eyes, softening the belly, softening the shoulders, Beginning to focus on the breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Our thoughts have a big impact on how we feel. When we use our thoughts to affirm the positive in our lives, we tend to feel better, more grateful, and optimistic. Sit up tall, breathe in and out through your nose, letting your belly expand each time you breathe in. Choose a word or a phrase that's affirmative or uplifting to you to anchor as your centering thought. Each time you breathe in, silently repeat that word or thought in your mind. And each time you breathe out, repeat the same positive word or phrase. Here are a few examples of healing words or phrases. You can choose one or create your own. I can do this. I am strong. I am at ease. There is enough time. I am calm. Together, continuing to breathe. Just a little bit more time here today together. Nice little break from your day. Whether you're watching this in the afternoon, the evening, mid-morning, or maybe in the morning before you go to work, give yourself these last 3 breaths to be really present. Filling up the lungs on the inhale, taking in all the air you can. Exhale, emptying out the lungs. Inhale your healing thought. Exhale the same thought. Last breath. You can continue on, or if you're ready to finish, wiggle your toes and fingers, and slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Hope you enjoyed our class today. If you did, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will be back on Wednesday with a mini flow.